First thing, a little bit of a disclaimer. The topic this week, that one thing about you-know-what that's happening in the world, we first came up with that in the beginning of May. And at that time, it would have been pretty obvious that we were talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. But now, of course, there are a number of things that could be referring to. We thought it was kind of funny that we'd gone nearly 2 months without really even mentioning the pandemic, so decided to dedicate 1 week specifically to it, and then go back to ignoring it again. But now it seems like so much has happened since then. Am I still about to talk a little bit about my experiences with the pandemic? Yes, I am, because it's not really the place of an old white dude to be talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. However, if someone out there happens to be watching this and feels like they do wish they had a platform in which to say some things about that, we are totally open to that. This is a community of many different people, and if you feel like you could use our platform, however small it is, feel free to ask. That said, roll the intro. So the idea of the topic this week was to talk about something positive that had happened related to the pandemic, either directly to you or your community or something like that. And the thing is, at least in terms of my local community, I haven't really heard any particularly good news about the community coming together and helping each other or anything. More just things like, oh, the food bank's run out of food. Please can we have some more donations? And aside from some really half-assed attempts at social distancing, it seems like not a lot of people actually care all that much and are sort of treating it as a bit of a holiday, at least around here. So there's certainly very little going on in the terms of mask wearing or any other kind of precautions. Obviously when I'm out and about you can't see how often people are washing their hands, but I'm gonna guess it's not more than normal for most people. And for me personally, in most of the aspects of my life, it hasn't been all that different. I talked about this in a video I made for Vida. It's like, I already work from home and have been doing for many years, and I live alone, don't have any dependents, so it's more just been like a minor inconvenience for me. But it has at least helped a little bit with my yearly theme. If you don't know about yearly themes, then CGP Grey made a nice video about explaining all that. It's a concept I've been using for a few years at this point. Links will be in all the places. My theme for this year is the Year of Food, which sounds a bit silly when you first hear it because, you know, obviously everyone's going to eat food, but it's not just about that. It's about eating better food, it's about nutrition, it's about learning to cook things better, it's about learning to buy things more efficiently. It's about breaking lots of years old bad habits I've got related to food. And the thing is, I've been having a really hard time kind of getting started with that and breaking the old habits. But being kind of forced to go to the shop less often made this as sort of a necessity to bring about some of these changes. It forced some changes into the way I'm buying and consuming food. It used to be that I'd go to at least a supermarket every couple of days. I was buying little and often, whereas now I've changed to much more bulk stuff. I used to find little and often better because it was easier for me to be more careful about what I was eating if there was less options available. But the pandemic situation has helped me to buy more in bulk and then make it last. But along with that, there's also been some less good things. Over the last 3 months, I've certainly ordered more takeout than I usually do, and I justify that by saying I'm supporting local businesses. That's not really helping the financial or nutritional aspects of the Year of Food. Particularly when you're one guy living alone, you tend to have to order like 2 days worth of food in order to meet the minimum delivery amount. So it's definitely a work in progress, and that's to be expected. But this whole situation has at least finally got me started. And so, as always, thanks for watching. Liz we'll maybe see tomorrow, and if not, we'll see Dave again next Tuesday.